of the challenges when I was researching about engineers was that engineers always want someone else to sell them. And an engineer feels that since I've done that house, or I've done this project, or I've fixed this car, then my work can speak for myself, right? But what about before you become a brand? Don't you need to sell yourself? Don't you need to project who you are? So when you go for interviews, or when you're a consultant, you will need to be open-minded. You need to have that confidence that you actually say who you are. Our sponsor for this event, I just happened to hear someone describe him, and they said he's a venture capitalist. So what does that mean? It means he looks at projects that can make money and puts money behind that project. Is that so? Like a startup. So you can say you don't have money, yet you have a very good idea and you have the skill to do something. So in the course of this session, but not this session, program, I'll play a couple of videos in between the trainings, that these videos will help to show you some of the most creative engineers that have done things outside the norm. Like not just thinking, okay, I'm a mechanical engineer, so let me fix cars.
Friend here is Elaine Ongoma. She's a structural civil engineer. She loves doing adventures, she loves reading, and she loves watching movies. And also she loves taking risks. So if you want somebody who wants to take risks, she's the person to call. Yeah.
I'd like to introduce my friend. He's called Dixon Bogo. Fun fact is that we were both in the same project under Kenha, though he was in Kiambu and I was in Muranga.
It gives me really great pleasure to introduce the next speaker, who actually is the sponsor for the program that you're undertaking. So tumpigie makofi hata kabla hajakuja.
I feel very, very privileged and honored when I was asked about this training, which I must admit, maybe 2 months ago, I didn't know the challenges civil engineers were facing. I hadn't heard much about the Eurocode, but I was briefed quite extensively about the Eurocode, the deadline of December. And so I said 4 reasons why I'm here today, and we are sponsoring and supporting this training. The first one is because we couldn't just say no to Alive, because they were really put the case very strongly on your behalf. And they say the importance of the Eurocode, what needs to be done, there's a deadline, it creates a basis for benchmarking, harmonizes the industry. So all those reasons, we just said, definitely, how come we are not seeing more of this, you know? So we said we will participate in that.
I'm really excited to be here. I've always wanted to meet Amina somehow. Yeah, and the work that she's doing, I'm really a big fan. I hope in future I can be somebody like her.
I came here to learn and to be given this opportunity, to be able to learn something is really great.
At the end of this, I expect to be conversant, first of all, with Eurocode and get to the nitty-gritties of bridge design, and also to make a whole new 29 new friends. Thank you.
My name's Solomon Muli Kitema. How many know Shama Kiteme? Yes, people know Shama Kiteme, but they don't know Solomon Kitema. I'm Solomon Muli Kitema. Shama Kiteme is not my brother, but he's my friend. Okay? So he came for attachment when I was still practicing. So yes, I don't want to say he is my my student, But actually it came when I was still practicing bridges, and I was doing the Namanga interchange at the river. You go around those dooms. That's what I was doing. And that is where he came for his attachment. So I've been practicing for 25 years now, I think. Yes. And I'm a registered consult engineer. I'm also a fellow of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya. I'm also registered with Professional Engineers, Engineering, inaitwa Professional Institution of Engineers of Zambia, and I'm also a registered engineer in Zambia. I practice also in Zambia. I have done works in the region. I have been designing bridges, I can say, since nilipotoka university. I did a bit of other things, then I went to road design structures for roads, road drainage structures. That is bridges, road drainage, box culverts. That is what I've been doing. I also teach finalist students in bridge design, Multimedia University. So you can see that is what I am doing. Okay, I'm a trained trainer on design or Eurocodes by KEBS. I'll be training engineers on bridge design to Eurocodes, and yes, I've trained engineers from Kenya. I've trained engineers from across the country. Also, we run a consulting firm called Atticus Kenya Limited. In Atticus Kenya Limited, we offer internship to engineers. We train engineers, even some who are in Kenya. And we also offer attachment to students. And in Atticus Kenya Limited, what we do is more basically road drainage structures. Eurocodes allow you to modify what we call the national annex. We have two national annexes. We have the normative and the informative. The informative doesn't have to be followed, but the normative has to be followed. Tuko pamoja. So, and in Eurocodes, there is what we call nationally determined parameters, which you can use to modify the national annexes. When we say you modify, what we are saying, take for example, wind speeds in UK and here are different. Temperature variations there and here are different. Geographical parameters there and here are different. Those are the things we need to put into the national annexes, and we come up with ours, which we can say is the Kenyan National Annex. But in the meantime, we are using the UK National Annex. We have what we call the transient design situation. Okay? We have a persistent design situation. We have an accidental design situation. And we have a seismic design situation.
Now we will go down from the general to the basis of design of bridges to structural Eurocodes. And once we understand the basis, now we will be able to ask ourselves about the group of traffic loads on road bridges. That is both the load models. The 4 load models, maybe just to be there, generate 7 groups of loads. So we will be able to see them and to see how we combine, how we derive them from the 4 basic load models, to be able just to see the group of traffic loads. Then there's something we call fatigue load models.
Name is Lawrence Mutugi. I'm a civil engineer by training, like you. I went to JCOT. I don't know if you have JCOT students here.
over there.
Yako imeinuliwa na kabla haijawekelewa, it is deflecting an abnormal one. So it attracts something called the dynamic amplification.
I would like to appreciate the program Alive Foundation, because before I came, I thought that the structures are so crazy. I never thought they can be done. I thought that if I handle them, I'll undergo depression. But I have an open mind now that these things have the best way to be handled, and I'm open to getting new ideas and solutions to these problems. They are doable.
I'm very passionate about road construction, which gives me the drive to oversee projects to completion. I thank our sponsors 748 and Amin Alive for giving us this chance to learn more about road construction, not just road construction, but to Eurocode standards and bridge design.
It's been a pleasure interacting with you. I think most of the time we tend to focus on the technical aspects that are being taught, but we don't give it the human touch. I think coming here before even go to the experience has given us the chance to bond, to learn from each other's experience, and also to compare notes. Sometimes you can be suffering or enjoying in isolation and maybe belittling your capabilities. So here has enabled us to really share our experiences and identify our gaps to at least make ourselves better.
Maybe I should begin by just thanking the organizers. Thanking Khadija, thanking our CEO, Mr. Kwea, who have been here, thanking Evans. They've all been here throughout the time that you're here. And thanking the resource people, and in particular Engineer Kitema. I think he was brilliant, wasn't he? Yeah. Give a coffee. Guy, in fact, he told me today, he very reluctantly revealed a secret. He said that he had taught very, very many classes, but this was his best class. He said this was his best class, so you must have impressed him. And he said the best class because you focused, you participated, you were involved. It wasn't that you had more knowledge than he did, but that you participated very effectively, that you were really focused, that you were really committed, you absorbed the substance that he brought to the table, and were very excited about learning, obviously, learning from your own experiences. But I think that he also broke things down to the granular level. And that was the conversation that we had in the beginning, that has to be simplified to an extent that it makes it attractive.
I am happy by the diversity I'm seeing. To be honest, I wasn't sure who we'll meet. I can see you're all quite young. So you're all very, you're the next generation. Who's going to change the world? When we were your age, when me and her were your age, we thought we were going to change the world. And we did in our small way. But I think the change that is called for you is much, much, much bigger. See, we just come from one of the worst droughts. There is climate change. There is, what else would you call it? There is, quite a lot of poverty. There's nobody else who's going to come and save Kenya. It is yourselves. So we are looking forward to skilling yourselves up, of course, getting opportunities. But I think you have a big responsibility as the generation that is going to change the narrative that this part of the world has to always beg. And so with your skills, we are very, very sure you're going to get there.